Hello, welcome back. I know that I've been seemingly dead for the past couple months, but it was a very busy summer and now it's spooky season. So a couple weeks ago at this point, by the time this is probably on YouTube, I went to my very first, drum roll please, New York City Comic Con. It was a lot of fun. I refuse to wear this lanyard because it keeps getting twisted, and I've determined that lanyards are the devil for people like me who like things being organized. Today I'm going to be showing you what I cosplayed as and how to recreate that look, as well as talking a little bit about the book from which this character originated. And then we might do a little tour of our spoils that we got at Comic-Con. So let's get started. So the character that I cosplayed as for New York City Comic Con was Izzy Tyburn from the indie comic Coffin Bound. The third issue was just released this past week, and I got to start reading it before we started filming today, and so far it's really, really good. So the description on the back reads, Izzy Tyburn has promised the world that if it won't have her in it, it'll have nothing of her at all. Chased by an unstoppable killer, she's retreading her life, leaving nothing behind but burned rubber, ash, and the sun-scorched bones of those who get in her way. And then it says, cars, guns, entropy. And I think that's a really fun thing. So suffice it to say, she's a bit of a badass, and today I'm going to show you how to become Izzy Tyburn. The first step to become this post-apocalyptic protagonist is to take a foundation slightly lighter than your normal skin tone and slather it all over your face. So our next step is going to be doing our eyes. So Izzy has some very grungy eyeliner happening. It's definitely a little bit of a wing, but then you have almost like illustrated lines right underneath the eye and on the waterline. So we are going to start by putting on a very pale eyeshadow and then putting in the eyeliner and maybe just a little bit of smoking it out. Very simple. So one thing that I would definitely normally do would be to put on primer, especially on your eyes. However, because I don't want this on my face the whole day, I'm not putting on primer and the whatnot. So that's our first wing. Obviously it does not need to be perfect. Once I do the second wing, we're gonna mess it up. So before adding in any more eyeliner, which already we kind of have a grungy raccoon look happening, I want to add in a little bit of black eyeshadow onto the waterline to kind of fill in what we have going on here. Also, I don't particularly want to poke my eye with liquid eyeliner because that's not that fun. This will also help to set what we already have going on. The next thing I'm going to do is going to add that black shadow to the top of our eyeliner and smoke it out a little bit. I'm going to put a slightly lighter shadow in the crease and we'll essentially be done with the eyes. Also, shout out to my friend Dennis in the Netherlands. He just texted me that he misses me randomly, and I miss you too, Dennis. That is all. So right now I've been using the Artists of Makeup eyeliner pen, which I love, and just some drugstore black eyeshadow. I'm now going to go in and very lightly with black, because I don't technically have gray, very lightly just go into the crease and make it a little bit more smoky. We already have a I'm really tired from being chased by, you know, a murderer kind of vibe, so we're going to exemplify that. So I'm gonna add in the contour now, which I'm gonna be doing obviously at the cheekbones, not really with a warm color. I wanna be doing it with like almost a sort of gray to give that sunken in look. Then I'm going to be using an almost white sparkly tone for highlight, and then we'll move on to the lips. So we're almost done. At this point, we're just gonna put on a very dark lip. It's kind of hard to tell what color lipstick she's wearing. In some frames it looks black, in some frames it looks red, in some frames it looks a little bit more purple. So I am going to go with the Kiko Milano Noir lipstick, or liquid lip, which is almost a purplish black. I unfortunately have to do a lot of coats of this, so this will probably take the longest out of anything in this video. My director doesn't use English, even though that's the only language that he will speak. So, next step is putting on our fake piercings. So, Izzy has these two little snake bites up here on her nose. I don't know what they're actually called. I couldn't find any fake piercing for that, and I really couldn't figure out how to do that without having to destroy some metal and glue it to my face. So instead, we're gonna put on a nose ring and a lip ring. So our last two steps are to throw on the shirt. I just got a cheap fishnet shirt online, and I went through the books to try to see where the holes were. So I wound up cutting out some holes in the fishnet shirt and then sealing it with clear nail polish so that the tears would not get bigger. Kind of like if you were running your stockings and you wanted to stop running, you just seal it with clear nail polish. So we're gonna throw on the shirt, throw on the wig and the jacket, and we're basically done. And here's the final look, Izzy Tyburn from Coffin Bound. This was a really fun look to put together, and it was also very inexpensive and very wearable. The whole look costed maybe $30 altogether, and there are a lot of pieces here that you probably have at home. Black jeans, possibly combat boots. The field jacket I had at home because we had bought it from a surplus store many years ago, so it's a legitimate army field jacket. However, you can get something pretty similar to that at a Forever 21 or online. The wig was only $10, and the way that I made it look a little bit nicer, move a little bit better, was soaking it in fabric softener for 5 days. It dried pretty quickly when we took it out as well, and that removed any residual shine and also made it easier for me to move and brush. The wig, fake piercings, and shirt I got all off of Amazon, and it was, you know, stayed together really well all throughout Comic Con. We left around 7 in the morning and didn't get back until 10 o'clock at night. Thank you so much for watching. If you're into comic books, I totally recommend reading Coffin Bound, and if you're not, maybe pick up a copy. It's a fun story, and she's a fun character to have been able to dress as. Hopefully I'll be putting out more videos soon, and I'll see you then. Happy spooky season!